The biggest question I'm always asked, Latice, how do I actually attract people that will actually buy my services? Where do I find them? What do I charge? Where are they? Because I know I got something really good to give, but ain't nobody knocking on my door. Well, I got you. And here's the thing about attracting clients. Clients are everywhere. You're a client, I'm a client. They're literally everywhere. It's really the matter of being able to demonstrate enough competence and value to get them to buy. So let's dig in. If you're new here, my name's Latice Hudson. I'm an online business coach, and I specifically work with coaches and course creators, helping them sell their programs and offers on Autopilot. So in today's video, I'm gonna really break down how to attract clients, find people that wanna pay you, right? Because it's one thing for people to say, oh my gosh, you have a great product or a great offer, but it's quite another to get people to swipe that credit card and say, I'm in. So first things first, I need you guys to realize when it comes to client attraction is that you have to understand that people buy from people that they like. Okay, if you think about the know, like, trust formula, you've probably heard about that when it comes to marketing and messaging. People really buy from people that they like. So here's the thing, a lot of people, and this advice is gonna go against the grain, and we'll talk about some tactics in a second, but one of the most important things that you need to understand is that people are not gonna buy from you if they don't like you. And oftentimes, people, it's not that they don't like you or they don't wanna like you, is that they can't find you to be able to like you. So when we think about the know section of know, like, trust, I'm gonna back it up here for a second. You have to create visibility. You have to create reach. You have to get in front of your ideal audience so that it can find you. One of the biggest issues that I see with a lot of content creators, coaches, and course creators is that they're creating content, but they're creating content on a platform that's closed. So when I say closed, I think of like Facebook or Instagram. Now, don't get me wrong, I've made a lot of money and have had a lot of clients from Facebook and Instagram. But as time has gone on, especially over the last 12 to 18 months, the reach has gotten smaller and smaller. It's the honest truth. A lot of you make really good content. It's just not being seen. So we have to realize in order for people to like us and trust us, they've got to find us. So one of my biggest recommendations is to put your content in a place where people are already looking for the answers. Hence YouTube, hence TikTok. TikTok is actually like the second, I think, biggest search engine. So if you're not creating content on TikTok or YouTube, you really want to rethink your strategy. Now, I'm an ads girl, y'all know through and through. I'm all about automated leads, but one of the biggest things that I need you guys to realize is that you either are going to be spending your money or your time to attract leads ecosystem. And a lot of times, if you're a little bit newer, you may have invested in a coach or software and you don't necessarily have lots of capital to invest into ads. So in that case, my recommendation is to create content and put it on platforms that are going to give you the reach that you need. The reach that you need is going to bring people to you. We're posting on Instagram and Facebook. Unfortunately, with the algorithms, it's not on your side, period. It's just not. And we can either complain about it or we can do something about it. And the algorithms are going to be better today than they are tomorrow. So when I think about creating content, you're already spending time probably creating reels and creating, caption, long form content posts or what have you. You might as well spend that same effort into a YouTube video or into a TikTok, okay? Because the goal is to get people to those other platforms, but you can't get them there if you're not in a place where people are looking for answers. So that's the first tip I have for you, is that start creating content in like educational, aspirational, inspirational, value-packed content and putting it in places where you're going to show up as an authority and you're going to get people looking for the answers, because that's how the platforms is designed. YouTube and TikTok are platforms that are SEO searchable, so people are going to these platforms just like you came to this video, how to get clients. You are looking for an answer and you found this video specifically. It's the same concept when it comes to your content, okay? So take all that effort that you're putting on Facebook and Instagram, definitely start to divvy it up and spend that same 3 to 5 or 5 to 10 hours a week and put it in platforms where the content can be found. So that's the first thing, right? We've got to get people to know us so that they can like us. Now, the second part of this is actually attracting leads that like us, because them liking us is going to lead to them buying. Now, how do you get people to like you? Okay, first of all, I know you've probably heard, just be yourself and be authentic. And I think that advice is really powerful, and I'm gonna head in that direction. But before I head there, one of the things that I need to mention is that a lot of people have filtered themselves so down they're scared to be who they really are. So for example, for a really long time, like I made myself really small. I wasn't as loud or bodacious or audacious or as opinionated as I normally am, because I came online and I thought, well, I don't want to get canceled, or I don't want people not to like me. And it's further than a people pleaser. It's in a different direction. I really just couldn't deal with people not liking me. But when I had an honest conversation with one of my mentors last year, they mentioned this. They said, listen, Latisse, first off, anybody that does anything great, nobody likes everybody. And secondly, you don't like everybody, and that's okay, right? But when you are putting yourself in a position to create something great, inevitably people are not going to like you. And that finally, after many years of dealing with like being scared to be visible and things like that, it finally clicked for me. So that was part of it. The second thing when we think about people liking you is that here's the honest truth about people buying from you. When I think about people liking you, people buy from you because they want the lifestyle that you have. Now, here's the caveat. This doesn't mean that you need to have some bougie ass, luxury ass lifestyle. You can if that's your vibe. It's definitely my vibe. Like, I drive a nice car. This is not my house, but I'm pet sitting at a friend's of a friend's. They have a beautiful home, and I like vacations and trips and just luxury. That's what I like. I like that lifestyle. And the reason I've been able to create this lifestyle is through my business and through my hard work and my effort, right? So when I think about you, for an example, maybe you're a fitness coach or maybe you're a relationship coach, you have to show the identity sides of yourself on social media and in your content of your happy relationship, of things going well, of you being taken on dates and being treated right. People want to see that because we buy from people that we resonate with and that we want to be like, okay? So you have to realize if you're not currently showing up in your content that way, this is called aspirational content. You want people that want to aspire to be like you. Now, here's where people go wrong with lifestyle marketing and where I've seen it go south. They've not been honest about the journey. So easy to get caught up in, look what I've created for myself. I now have this $1 million business, or I have this beautiful marriage, or I have this fit body, but they're not honest about the journey that it took. So to save you, you're still gonna get haters. So minimize this by being honest about your journey and documenting what you're going through and what you've been through and telling your story. This doesn't mean that you need to cry on Instagram or on YouTube, but what this does mean is that you just need to be honest about the struggles and the triumphs and the wins and the losses, because people want you to humanize yourself. And that's where a lot of lifestyle marketing has gone wrong, where people have felt bamboozled or lied to because they weren't honest. So as you start to lifestyle market and share about your story, just be honest and humanize yourself. Humanize that you've made mistakes. Again, you don't have to tell every single part of your story, but telling parts of your story that matter most, that are crucial, and being honest is going to far succeed you just talking about the end, okay? So that's when we think about identity and lifestyle marketing and aspirational content and people liking us, we have to show the real us. And I promise you, I know it probably sounds scary or it sounds foreign or you're nervous, but people are going to appreciate you so much more for you just being you. And how you be you is you showing up in a way that feels most natural and authentic, and like how you show up one way is how you typically show up in most ways. So you never want somebody to be like, oh, I thought you were one way online, and then you meet a person and you're like, you're very different. You don't want that. So be who you are around your friends and family best, and the right people will be attracted to that, okay? The last part of this is trust, okay? When we think about know, like, trust, the trust part of attracting clients and leads is understanding that you have to demonstrate your competence. So you can't say you're a fitness coach, but you know, personally, if you're a fitness coach, I want to see your body. I want to see what you're eating. I want to see your mindset. I want to see the things that you've had to overcome, and I want to see that you know what the hell you're talking about. And here's the thing, you don't need to be a million steps ahead, right? People come to me as a business coach. They come to me versus like a Tony Robbins or somebody, because I'm far more relatable. And obviously there's points in your journey where there's going to be certain idle clients or target audiences that you no longer relate to, but when you're just getting started out or you're getting your first 6 or 7 figures, you have to really, the road is demonstrating competence and showing that you know what you're talking about, demonstrating that you understand where they are, you understand their pain points, what's causing them to be stuck or challenged, you understand the mindset blocks and shifts that need to happen, and then you know exactly how to get them the result they're looking for. So whether it's losing weight, right, or whether it's them, you know, navigating a divorce, or whether it's them, you know, getting a job raise, right, being 2, 3, 4 steps ahead of them is efficient for you to be able to start to package that down to teach them exactly what they need to know. Okay? But we have to get into the mindset of service and the mindset of like, and I know people say give value, but I need to take that deeper for you guys. Like, giving value means demonstrating competence. And the more that you can demonstrate competence over a period of time, and the thing is, a period of time doesn't have to be long, right? When I first launched my first business, when I did Turo back in 2017, 2018, 2019, I think I had like 20 YouTube videos. I launched Car Share Academy and like we sold out because I had like 15, 20 YouTube videos talking about my lessons and what I've learned and the things that I've taken away. And that was competence enough. Competence is just showing that you've dealt with a situation, you've handled it, you've gotten a result, and you've been able to repeat it. That's competence over and over again. So a lot of you are, and I've talked to a lot of coaches and course creators, they sometimes act like their stuff don't stink because they've been doing it for so long, but they haven't documented the journey. People, more than ever, people are feeling like, who can I trust online? So you want to be on the right side of this equation and demonstrating that competence and showing that you know what you're talking about and showing that you know how to get people results, okay? And if you're brand new, your best result is you. So document your story, document what you've done, document the things that you've learned, and like that is proving competence quickly. So it's a combination of quality content and quantity. So it's both, okay? But if you're in a niche or a market where there's not much existing competition, it's gonna take long. When I launched Car Share Academy in 2019, I had been doing Turo for 2 years, documenting it, talking about my losses, my wins, and like what I've learned and the things that you should do too. People found value in that and they were like, she knows what she's talking about, and they bought from me the moment I launched the course. So it's not gonna take you 2 years, right? And I was super I wasn't even like that consistent. I was posting a couple videos a month. So just imagine if you could really hunker down and post consistent content and brand building content once a week or twice a week. 2 hours to be able to build a brand, and like you want to build a brand where people will pay you at any time. And that's where the shift in the online education space has come, okay? So let's just recap. From the no perspective, you need to get on a platform that has organic reach, okay? I'm gonna have more videos on my channel to talk about ads because I'm an ad girly through and through, but I also realize that building a brand and having an authority online is equally important because you want people to feel like safe and like confident in their investment. So that's the first thing. So TikTok and YouTube is going to be your best bets. Shorts to get reach, like shorts and TikToks, and then long form content like this to promote and gain authority and credibility. Second, you need to create aspirational content. You need to not only create educational how to do this, how to do XYZ, but content that demonstrates that you've overcame like mindset issues, you've overcome being stuck, right? You showed the journey and the transformation. I just posted a reel today talking about in 2019 when I like shut down my other businesses, I had like $2,000 to my name, and then now like we're on track for our first $1 million year this year, and that's like really aspirational, and that's my story and that's my truth. So just sharing that gets people fired up to say, well, if she could do it, I can do it too, okay? So you want to mix in, you want to have a combination of how-to content and a combination of like, the mindset shifts and the things you've had to overcome and conquer to get to where you are, showing the complete transformation inside of your journey and inside of the results that you've created for yourself, and then eventually your clients. The last part of this is trust. You create trust by demonstrating consistent competence over time, right? It's a period of time. It could be 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, right? But what you're not going to do is pop out one day and be like, everybody should pay me. That's not how this works. But I promise you, the time is going to pass anyway. So you might as well start creating content and putting it in the places where people are searching for answers anyway, because those people are much more intent based. If you're posting like how to count your macros, right? And you put that on YouTube, somebody who's searching how to count your macros is going to come across your video, and they're going to know you, they're going to like you, and then they're going to trust you because you've demonstrated competence over a period of time, okay? So when it comes to attracting clients, I'm going to talk to you guys more about and more videos about funnels and ads and copywriting and all of that. That's way more to come, but for the time being, soak this in and just get really crystal clear. Where do you want to show up consistently? Where can you show up 2, 3, 4 times a week? Secondly, what type of content do you resonate with, and how can you imitate that for your own brand? And then thirdly, what are the core competencies that somebody needs to know to be able to lose 15 pounds, or to be able to have hard conversations and set boundaries with their partner, or to be able to write a resume that gets them 6-figure job opportunities, whatever it is for your niche, right? What are the 10, 15, 20, 30 core competencies that people need to know? And then you need to start creating content around that, okay? So that's what it takes, you guys, when we think about starting to attract clients and people that want to buy. When you have people that are intent-based, that are raising their hand, that are excited, that are searching you out, that's where client attraction actually happens. It's a combination of output, right? You have to output content in one way, shape, or form, whether it's organic or automated or what have you. And then the input is like the reps. It's putting in the reps over time. You wouldn't go to the gym one day, and some people still think this way. I used to. I would go to the gym for a week and be like, why haven't I lost any weight yet? So it's the same concept. That is obviously like not realistic for you to have like 1 million clients after 1 week, but after 3 months, put those reps in and you're going to start to see results. That's what I have for you guys when we think about attracting clients and doing it in the right way. If you're really looking to attract those high ticket, high end, consistent buyers, where you have a flood of leads, a flood of people that are constantly looking at how can I get the result that you're offering, then that's going to be the steps I guide everybody on. And then from there, there's more specific, so watch out for more videos on that and start taking action today. If you loved what you heard and you want to know more about how to attract clients consistently and on autopilot, send me a DM over on Instagram with the word autopilot, and I'm going to show you my free mini course that breaks all of this down in depth. Okay, so if you're a coach or course creator and you're ready to start getting consistent sales on autopilot, even if you're brand new, even if you're just starting out, and you're just really trying to get your footing in the marketplace, definitely DM me on Instagram the word autopilot. I'll send you my free mini course and we're gonna get this party popping. All right, I love you guys. I hope you found a lot of value. If you found a lot of value, comment below. Where are you going to show up consistently? Which platform have you decided for that? Try to get back to as many people as I can. Like I said, hopefully this was valuable, and hit the subscribe button, give me a like, and I'll see you in the next video.